Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams cards. Got some really big cards to show you tonight. And when I say big, I literally mean big. Starting off with a Buck Leonard Perez Steel autograph here. One of three autographs I have in my collection, and I'm going to show you all three tonight. And compare this card to a normal baseball card. I don't even know if you would call this a card. It's actually a postcard, and I got this one from Mike Baseball Collector. He had an auction a month or two ago. I want to say I paid $20 for this. I'm not sure, and it's out of 10,000. It's not authenticated, but coming from Mike, I trust that it's real, just because he's such a avid autograph collector, and he knows what he's talking about and what he collects. So added this to this collection, and just love the photos or the paintings on the bottoms of these. I actually did a TTM about 15 years ago for my son, who's now 15. And I can't remember if I got it before he was born or when he was first born, but it was an Allen Ginter John Wooden. And I sent it out to John Wooden, and it came back and it said, "To Quinn, love, John Wooden." And for the life of me, I cannot find it anywhere. I'm hoping that maybe my wife put it in with some of his baby items. And I remember writing the note saying, my son may never play basketball, but if he has the same values and morals that you do, I'd be really happy. And it turns out he is a basketball player, but not sure if that card means a lot to me if I ever find it. Right now, I don't think it would mean much to him, but maybe somewhere down the line, he'll appreciate that, hey, Dad got this for me, and he knows who John Wooden is. So I've shown this card before, another big card, the Roberto Clemente. And a lot of these early cards of Clemente are Bob Clemente. And I know he felt that was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a rip on him, or maybe even racist, that they wouldn't call him by his real name, Roberto, because he never went by Bob, but many of his cards say Bob. So getting back to the autographs, I was looking at my Musial collection. I think you all know how much I like Stan Musial. I didn't have any Musial autographs, and picked this one up for, I think, $50, which to me, again, I'm not a big fan of autographs, but you kind of look at these and go, wow, this is actually in Stan Musial's hand. And, there's something to be said about that. And figured since I collect Musials, I should at least have one autograph of his. And maybe we'll add more down the line, but not a big priority. And then for my Pirates collection, I added one more, Willie Stargell. And it was funny, I was trying to stack these up. And I'm like, why is this PSA not fitting on here? Because I saw the red label on it. Not even like realizing it's got the black border, that it's an actual SGC card. Just didn't realize they ever had the red label. So when I bought it, I thought it was a PSA card. I guess I didn't look close enough. Not that I care, because I collect both, and I really like the card. And it's a memory when my Pirates were actually good, and they didn't have players like Will Craig, who I'm sure all of you have seen the play now, ran the pitcher back to home, or not the pitcher, the player, Javi Baez, back to home, when all he had to do was step on the base, tag him, or throw to first base. But that's a typical Pirates move. But I guess I'm a true fan if I can root for a team as bad as the Pirates are now. Another great big card is this 1964 Topps. Again, it says Bob Clemente instead of Roberto. And I was mentioning to people, I was on a live chat the other day, like, you look at a card from 1964, and I don't know why this is a 6, because the centering looks great, the corners are great. How are cards this old still in such good shape? Like, who had the thought to not just trash these things like I did with my cards as a kid? I look at a 3 or 4 and go, oh, that's a lower grade card. And meanwhile, it's like, that card should not look that good for how old it is. But they do. So, and I'm glad that they do, because I love to add them to my collection. So going back to that live chat I was talking about, it was with Alex Bowman 53, and we were just throwing out there, you know, oh, this set, this card, look this one up. And I said, there's a great Satchel Paige card. And this is the one I mentioned. And he pulled it up. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really do like that card, and the price is right. So kind of a knee-jerk reaction. In the middle of the live stream, I bought this card. And what's awesome about this card is there's actually 5 Hall of Famers in here. Right here, Lou Boudreau. Come over here, you've got Bob Feller, got Bob Lemon, got Larry Doby, and then you've got Satchel Paige. So I was like, you know, there's 5 Hall of Famers just in this picture, and I'm a Hall of Fame collector, so I was really happy to pick this card up. And as much as I like to educate people on my videos, I like to be educated as well. And if any of you guys know, and you probably do, you know, this says 1947 to 1966 exhibits, and it's obviously a 1948 team photo. But, you know, obviously if this is a 48 team photo, it didn't come out in 47. But it's like, when did this card actually, when was it produced? Was it produced in 1950, 1960, 1966? I have no idea on how you figure that out. And if you guys know, if you could post in the comments, I would love to learn a little more about this card. It's blank on the back, but just to me, you know, I don't normally like team cards, but it was just another opportunity to add a Satchel Paige, let alone 4 other Hall of Famers in one card. So I thought it was a really cool card, and something a little different. These are all a little different. These aren't cards that I'm going to keep adding to the collection, but you know, just something a little bit fun and unique. So as always, guys, appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.